YouTube, what is way Tabby here. Welcome my friends to a brand new video here on the channel. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and welcome to the second episode of a mini series here on the channel, which I like to call All About Rainbow Six Siege. And for today we've got the M1014 shotgun. The M1014 shotgun is indeed available to 3 FBI SWAT operators, namely Pulse, Castle and Thermite, of which Pulse and Castle are on defense whereas Thermite is on attack. On top of that, you can also equip the M1014 shotgun as a recruit operator, given that you choose the FBI SWAT CTU. And yes, this is available on both attack as well as defense. The gun was manufactured and designed by Benelli Army SPA, which is an Italian company, and has been in service from 1999 to till date. But talking in terms of Rainbow Six Siege, the gun will first of all shoot 8 pellets with every shot that you fire, and every pellet is designated to do 32 damage, meaning that if you hit all of your pellets, 8 of them, you will deal 256 damage. But there are a ton of variables, and it goes without saying. To begin with, it is highly unlikely to connect all of your 8 pellets on the target. Secondly, the range factor too has to be considered cause, well, it is a shotgun at the end of the day. So it is meant for insane close quarter combat and nothing else. Sure, you can secure some far off kills, but for you to achieve that you will have to be insanely accurate and at the same time spam a lot. Thirdly, the body multipliers within Rainbow Six Siege work differently, so you will deal more damage if you aim for the upper chest or the upper abdomen as opposed to if you're shooting someone in their legs or hands. And finally, destruction too comes into play, because many a times you will be shooting through walls and doors and floors and whatnot. All in all, what I'm trying to say right here is that the 32 damage with a single pellet will output merely means nothing. For us, in the layman language, it's just a high damage shotgun. Fire rate is not applicable for the M1014 shotgun simply because it's a semi-automatic gun. So it just boils down to how quick your trigger finger is and how quickly you can spam those shots. Keep in mind though, oversampling is very much possible for this gun. You then gotta have a good feel for the gun and know exactly of how quick you can spam those shots. You maintain a full 50 mobility with this gun, meaning that you're extremely mobile. And you have 8 rounds in your magazine plus another 25 as reserves, meaning a total of 33 shots at your disposal. Alright, so those were some stats and numbers about the M1014 shotgun. Let's now focus on what I think about this gun. Alright, so here's where this video is gonna get a little bit informal, because now it's about what I think of the M1014 shotgun and not about the numbers. Long story short, my friends, it is an absolute tank. Probably the best shotgun which we have within Rainbow Six Siege. Frost Super 90, a very close competitor in my opinion. It would make one heck of a video comparing the Super 90 with the M1014. For me then personally, I think both are at par, I can't separate as of now at least. But coming back to the M1014, to begin with, it's got insanely high damage. To add to that, it's a semi-automatic shotgun. What else could you ask for? And if somehow that wasn't enough to satisfy you, all of the operators who have access to the M1014 are in themselves very mobile. All in all, this weapon is a rusher's paradise. If you're one of those who likes to lay back, use your drone a couple times and just interrogates the area completely before entering a room, probably not the best gun for you. But if you're someone who likes to rush and rush very hard, this is the gun made for you. Basically, when we decide to rush on a particular round, it's to catch our enemies by surprise, and this gun serves that purpose perfectly. I cannot tell you how many times I found my enemies off guard while I'm playing as Thermite using the M1014 shotgun, because as soon as the round begins, I'm already inside the objective in a matter of seconds. Having said all of that though, it obviously comes with its weakness, and the biggest one of which is its range. It's a damn shotgun, so you can't shoot people which you see afar. To counter that to a certain extent, I like to use my sidearm. Now that is obviously always a handgun which is not that powerful, but it has the range, so at least I can shoot someone who I see very far away from me. A common question which you guys may or may not have is if you should ADS while using shotguns in general, and what about the M1014? I've then got a little video clip showcasing the bullet spread for you. as you guys could see, ADSing definitely helps, it does. Now the difference isn't huge, but every single bit of it counts, and having 8 pellets at your disposal, you gotta make sure you connect all of them. As for my recommended class setup for the M1014 shotgun, it is a very basic one. Personally, I do not prefer that laser sight. Even though it was buffed a couple months ago, it is definitely a viable option, but it is just something which I don't prefer. As far as the optical attachments, I like to rock the reflex sight. Again, I guess it comes down to my personal preference. All of the 3 sights which you have, you can see on your screen right now how they look, and I guess all of them are pretty damn good, considering that more often than not you will be in a close quarter combat. What sight you have doesn't really matter. Heck, even the iron sights are pretty good and are very much manageable. To sum up this video, I would like to say, which well, I already said, but still, this is a rusher's paradise. You deal insanely high damage at a very close range, and it being a semi-automatic gun, you've always got that second or even third, or for that matter even that 4th shot to back you up. That about then wraps it up for the M1014 shotgun. Let me know in the comment section down below what are your thoughts on the same. If you enjoyed this video, a like will be highly appreciated, and we will set a like goal at about 15 likes. You know, we've been doing it consistently and I am absolutely so happy about it. Thank you so very much for watching this video, my friends. You guys are awesome. It's been Tabby here, and until next time, farewell.